Have you ever wondered how some seniors, those seemingly gentle, relaxed, retired travelers, always manage to get off a plane smiling, their luggage waiting patiently on the belt, while others are left pacing, stressed, and helpless as their bags disappear into the airline void? What if I told you there's a hidden world of travel wisdom that only experienced seniors quietly pass among each other? Practical, tested, almost sacred knowledge that most younger travelers, and even frequent flyers, never hear about. While most people put their faith in luggage tags and airline apps, there's a generation of seniors who approach travel like a finely orchestrated performance, where every move, every item, and every backup plan is rooted in decades of lived experience, observation, and quiet experimentation. This isn't about gimmicks or tracking devices you buy on Instagram ads. This is about how one subtle shift in how seniors think about luggage and ownership transforms how they protect it. Many senior travelers, for instance, never put their most valuable items in a checked bag, not because a travel agent told them, but because they learned the hard way that airlines define value differently than real life. One 76-year-old woman named Mabel, who's visited 41 countries since retiring, swears by writing a personal letter and placing it on top of her clothes inside the suitcase, explaining who she is, where she's going, a backup contact, and a handwritten message to the person who might open her bag if it's lost. Sounds old-fashioned, right? But you'd be shocked. How many airport staff and handlers treat her bag differently because of that emotional, human connection? Seniors don't just label bags, they humanize them. They also understand that chaos breeds loss. So instead of rushing through security or tossing bags last minute at check-in, they arrive early, breathe deeply, and keep every stage of their journey calm and controlled. They choose luggage that looks distinct, not trendy black roller bags, but vintage prints, sewn patches, or even bold-colored cloth covers they made themselves. Why? Because no airline staff is mistaking Mabel's bright sunflower case for someone else's generic suitcase. Seniors also quietly pass along the tip of tying an old sock, yes, a sock, to their handle, a trick from the 60s, when train platforms were chaotic and baggage was dumped in piles. Odd, yes. Effective, always. But perhaps the most profound difference lies in how seniors view technology. They don't rely on tracking tech, they supplement it. They'll still use AirTags or tile trackers, but they also write the tracker's ID on paper in case it fails. Some even carry small photos of their bags on their phone. And printouts too. They use layered security, a printed itinerary in the bag, emergency contacts taped inside a hidden zipper, medication in carry-ons, and a list of personal identifiers in case the bag ends up overseas. One widower, 81-year-old Gerald from Montana, even includes a note written in 4 languages explaining that the bag belongs to a retired gentleman visiting grandchildren. His luggage has never gone missing. But beyond clever tricks, it's the mindset that matters most. Seniors expect things to go wrong, and that prepares them to be 10 steps ahead. They know not to trust verbal check-in confirmations alone. They take pictures of their bag tags. They don't rely on memory. They use small, low-tech luggage checklists printed out and kept in their wallets. And they never, ever check bags with anything they can't afford to lose emotionally. Old family photos, journals, handmade gifts, those always stay close. Some even mail important items ahead to their destination just in case. In fact, this mailing ahead strategy has quietly grown in senior travel communities, where packages with essentials arrive at hotels days before the person does, removing all risk of loss. But one of the most touching practices is the bag buddy system seniors often use in groups. If two friends are traveling together, they'll put some clothes and essentials in each other's bags. Why? If one bag is lost, both travelers still have something. That sense of community and preparation is something airlines never teach, but seniors live by. There's also the quiet discipline of journaling. Many seniors keep detailed travel journals, not just for memories, but for strategy. They record what went wrong, what got delayed, which airline mishandled luggage, which airports were chaotic, and which customs officers lost forms. Over time, this creates a personal archive of travel intelligence that no app or online blog could ever replicate. It's like they've built their own travel manuals, refined through patience and persistence. And yet, ask any of them how they learned all this, and they'll likely smile and say, "Just experience, dear." But hidden in that phrase is a lifetime of subtle observation, of learning from every delay, every rerouted suitcase, every lesson no one teaches in guidebooks. Seniors also share something silently powerful: their energy. While younger travelers rush and stress, seniors exude calm. Airport staff, gate agents, and even TSA workers respond differently to that calm presence. It makes seniors more memorable, more respected, and more likely to be helped personally when something goes wrong. A 73-year-old named Rena, who travels frequently between Canada and India, told us she simply walks up to the baggage handler with a warm smile and politely explains, "I've traveled a long way. Please take care of this one." She swears it works, and maybe it's not just the words, it's the grace and humanity behind them. Seniors turn systems into relationships. Where others see machines and barcodes, they see people doing jobs, and they connect. That human connection, that's the real secret. And perhaps the greatest hack they never publish. So while most travelers are busy downloading apps and buying GPS locks, there's a quiet generation out there flying across the skies, carrying decades of wisdom stitched into their suitcases. Their secrets aren't loud, flashy, or digital, but they work. They always have. And if you take a moment to notice the seniors at the baggage carousel, the ones smiling, unbothered, their luggage in hand, you'll realize there's a reason their bags rarely go missing. It's not luck, it's legacy. It's experience passed hand to hand, word to word, heart to heart. And now that you've heard it, will you use it?